Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I'm the Gentleman, this is Gentleman's Pixel Club, and welcome to another episode of our videos of retro gaming. Today we are playing Blagger, and why are we playing Blagger? On Twitter this morning I did a post for the video that I published only today for Dungeon Master, which is I think 101st, 102nd video, so really pleased with that milestone. And looking through the feed I saw a post by Lord Arse that you can see on the screen at the moment, and he was basically pointing out this game, and I looked at this and I thought, you know what, that tickles me, I'm going to give this a go. The Commodore 64 was a system that I did eventually have, but predominantly I was a Spectrum owner, so this game came around before I would have known it existed, before I had a Commodore, and I never really saw much of the older history of the Commodore. All I played was the newer games. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into this and see what we have. So we're kicking off Blagger right now, and the first thing I thought was, I've seen this before. And I want you to take a look at the platform that I've just circled in red there. That looks like the central cabin from Manic Miner. Similar bush, similar kind of animation, same effect. Look at this next bit I've circled. That looks like the collapsing platform from the Menagerie, one of the next levels that you get with all the damn birds. And then look at this. This item here looks very much like the deadly item, the item that kills you in the attic on one of the later levels. And I was looking at this thinking, I've got a true Manic Miner clone here. This is going to be absolutely excellent. What I can't say for certain though, is this the clone? Because doing some research I found that both games came out in 1983 and I am not certain which came first. So either way, don't care who inspired what, there's too many coincidences here to have so many things that look exactly the same, especially on the first level here where you're collecting keys, and on Manic Miner you're collecting keys as well. I've never seen this game, I've never heard the comparison between the games before, but this is my initial thoughts, and I'm just sharing this with you. Glad to have this game, glad to see this game, but by God was it hard. This was stupidly hard, and I know on Manic Miner it could have been hard. You had to learn the levels, you had to do things, but trying to get across past that green guy that I had at the bottom, even though I've just died at the top, it took me many goes to perfect. And I've got one life left, which is probably very shortly going to be lost at this point, so we're going to have to try again. And I was at the point of actually going to try and beat that baddie to get the bottom key first, because I got sick of collecting the initial keys. So we're going to kick it off again, and we're going to head back down and try and beat him, and if we can beat him we can then effectively go and get the rest of the keys, which is going to be very easy. What you're not seeing is the 20 minutes of gameplay that I had learning this game, initially trying to get past it, and only one time prior at this point here had I cleared it successfully like I've done before, but that was at the end. When you collect the objects that you're looking to do, like Manic Miner, you have to get to an end point here, and what you've got here is a safe at the end. So that little safe on the middle right hand side of the screen is going to be your exit. So we're heading back there now, having lost one complete set of lives, started again and taken our little man to the safe. This really feels like Manic Miner, and I need to flip this around and say Manic Miner really feels like Blagger as well. No idea in what order these games came out, but this is the closest to Manic Miner that I've seen on a non-Manic Miner game, and I would flip this around and say, Manic Miner is the closest that I've seen to Blagger on a non-Blagger game, and I cannot believe this didn't come out on the Spectrum. I've played a lot of this, it's hard, it's a lot harder than Manic Miner. It reminds me very much of Technician Ted, because Technician Ted that you saw me play on the Spectrum, the jumps, the controls have got to be pixel perfect. I'm keep pushing left at the moment to just try and do my timing so I can get past that suite and then jump over it again. These sprites are reasonably big that you have here, so that is a challenge, and you really don't want to clip them. And you don't see this on the video, but this level I got to, and this was also a difficulty because of the red item. So look above me, there's a little red item here. I'm going to jump up, which you're going to see in a moment, because I'm just waiting for my time to be able to jump up safely, go to the right and get past that suite. And I jump, and I hit that. So not only do I have difficulty with this game because if you put, say, the second level on Manic Miner and you had to do a scale of 1 to 10 how hard it was, you know, it's a 2 or a 3. I give this absolutely an 8, and it's not because I don't know the game, it's because it is harder. The platforms also seem to collapse a hell of a lot quicker, so you've really got to be very quick on the keyboard on the jumps. That key looks hard to get, and I eventually learned that if you hold left, you can keep running to the left and successfully do it. But I need to clear this magneto sweep, which I've just done, and do my timing correctly and not jump vertically up and effectively jump to the right. Same mechanism as in the other game that I previously mentioned, where you've got air that times you out at the bottom, so you can see that dropping, and when I click that key and I go down to the bottom, that's going to convert it into points for me. And here we are on an even harder looking level, the Mad Hatter's Den. The screen size is very similar to the Pearls of Willy, which came out, I believe, on the VIC. It's recently been converted onto the ZX Spectrum. So there was me thinking, yeah, this is going to be easy, not too much jumping around, not complicated at all. But no, this is hard, and I get myself stuck on that platform there because I try and jump up to cross it, and then that is a solid wall that I can't fall through, so I'm just holding to the left, thinking, what can I do? And then it's sod it, let's go and have a practice on this top level, because that's not going to be easy to pass either. But I do jump in and then fly straight into the next object to kill me. So the spacings, you know, need a lot of consideration. What I do love on this, and it's not a criticism for Manic Miner on the Spectrum, I do love that I'm playing effectively a game of a similar style, similar idea, and there is no colour clash. It is so pretty to look at. You know, these are obviously 8-bit graphics that we're having a look at, but not seeing any colour clash, not seeing any, you know, attribute clash here gives me time to focus on what I should be doing. But clearly I wasn't, because I put myself in exactly the same trap where I jumped up, got caught on that damn platform again, and now get killed by the bad guy. So I have got 2 lives left. You know, this level, as I thought it was going to be easy. My initial thoughts when I actually first saw this was the cold store, which was the second level of Manic Miner, because you've got the vertical shaft on the right hand side that looks exactly the same that you can drop down. You know, what I just didn't take into account was how brutal some of these positions of the platforms were. So a quick double jump there, and finally I get myself onto that little platform there. And now what am I going to do? I learned that if I push left and jump at the same time, I can make it. I am absolutely fearing for my sanity here. You know, I've got 2 lives left. I am only on level 2. I have no idea how big this game is, but what gives me very serious concern is if you look at level 2, it's level 002. So how bloody big is this game going to be? I'm not going to get much further. You know, I have 1 life left. My ability at even trying to get past the top guy is non-existent, or at least on this platform I haven't made the same mistake that I've made before. I'm going to jump up, and my plan is to run to the middle at some point if I just wait and do the timing right and just jump vertically up. Hopefully the platforms won't collapse and I will be able to make it. There'll be just enough left so I can run and jump, and I fall to my death. So that teaches me that there's only a limited height that I can fall. Anyway, this has been a shorter video than what yesterday's was, if you're watching them in order, because that was 40 odd minutes. This has been Blagger. I hope you've enjoyed it, and this is a great game. I'm really pleased for the tweet from Lord Arse that introduced me to this game, and there are some sequels to this. I need to get a bit better at this game. This game was way too hard for me. But what I am going to be doing is, when I have improved my skills on this, I will then go and have a look at the sequels to see what else. There was Son of Blagger, and I think there's Blagger Goes to Hollywood as well. But absolutely lovely to be playing old games like this that I've not played before. And more importantly, for me who has a retro channel where I produce this kind of content, for me to find games through other Twitter users, other YouTube users and such like this that I've not seen before, that's absolutely excellent. So I'll leave it at that. You have a wonderful day. If you're watching this on the day it's released, it's Sunday, it's early December, and it's freezing cold. I hope you're feeling a bit warmer than what I am today on the day that I'm recording this. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Would you like to play again?
Hello there, just me. If you're a subscriber to this channel, thank you very much. If you're not a subscriber, then Merlin here would be delighted if you would consider subscribing. It would make him happy, it would make me happy. And if Merlin's happy, then everybody is happy. Thank you very much. Stay safe, take care, goodbye.